Welcome to Frequency Matters, the RF Microwave Update series. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm here with my co-host Eric Heim. This episode, we're going to cover the February satellite and radio communications themed issue. And the cover story is something I've been wanting to cover for a long time now, and we now have a nice contribution. The article is titled The Art, Science, and Magic of Invisibility, Designing Transparent Antennas, written by Taoglas. And I've been carrying around this sample for a long time, trying to show it to people how cool it is. It uses a conductive carbon nanotube material, and it's almost transparent, so it's great for putting on windows of cars and buildings. So Eric, what did we have for technical articles?
Well, thanks, Pat. We have another issue chock full of interesting articles. We have one from Vulcan Wireless that looks at some of the antenna and network challenges involved with communicating from the moon. So the article looks at a software-defined radio and phased array antenna that they're developing, and does a good job of getting into the details of that. Emblation, a company in Scotland, has written an article on microwave ablation, which is an emerging technology in the medical field, particularly for the treatment of cancerous tumors. And traditionally, those systems have been magnetron-based, but the article describes their efforts to introduce a lower power portable version that relies on GaN amplifiers from the source. So that's interesting. The issue also has a special report from Skylight Research that looks at 4 trends in the microwave radio market. And I won't spoil the suspense of what those 4 trends are, but the article does a good job of describing thoughts and forecasts on the evolution of that market. And we have a perspectives article from American Tower Corporation that describes what American Tower and the industry are doing to support the evolution of 5G and upcoming 6G networks. So the article gets into topics like the architectural evolution, how the network edge is becoming more important, the role of AI, and the march to higher frequencies. So lots of interesting content in addition to the Taoglas article.
Great. And we had a special guest join us today, Jeff Massman, Senior Manager of Phased Array Platforms at Analog Devices, joined me to discuss the innovation and trends in phased arrays. So let's take a look at a clip from that now. And so what are some of the key trends driving innovation in phased array ICs?
Yeah, so there's several trends. So first, power efficiency. Second, there's a push to moving to increasingly higher frequency bands. We're seeing a push to wideband operation as opposed to narrowband operation. And finally, a miniaturization and integration trend. So basically, like, our industry as a whole is pushing to put more and more capabilities into single chips or system and packages in order to boost performance and reduce cost, size, weight, and power, things like that. Now, as a backdrop to this, like, the system architecture is also influencing these, say, IC trends. So we're seeing customers increasingly move towards hybrid and digital ASIC architectures that require a higher number of digitizers than they did in the past. And this comes back to, trying to maximize, again, the flexibility of these ASICs, but also trade-off between the cost of thermal management challenge as well as things like simultaneous multi-beam operations. So you have hybrid arrays on one side and digital arrays on the other. And those are some of the trends from an architectural standpoint that we're seeing. And from our standpoint at Analog Devices, we have to address both sides of the market. So you'll see products like the 8R4000 and 4001 beamforming ICs that we're pushing out there to the community just for efficient ultra-wideband operations for high-speed hybrid beamforming systems.
Yeah, Analog Devices is very active in the development of phased arrays, so it's great to talk with Jeff. And turning to the news, there's some big news to report on our end. Microwave Journal and parent company Horizon House Publications are proud to announce a strategic partnership with IEEE Antennas and Propagation Society and the International Union of Radio Science for the 2025 IEEE International Symposium on Antennas and Propagation and a North American Radio Science meeting. This event's being held in Ottawa, Canada, and it'll be the 13th through the 18th in July. And under this collaboration, Microwave Journal and Horizon House will work closely with the IEEE APS and URSI to manage the sale of the exhibition and any sponsorship activities for the symposium. So if you're interested, just let me know. And Frankfurt is the world's first airport to regularly employ walk-through scanners for passenger security checks using millimeter wave technology. Following roughly a 1-year test phase, the German federal police have authorized the full use of the Rohde & Schwarz QPS Walk 2000 air travel security system. And the system provides significantly greater comfort and convenience at security checkpoints because instead of having to walk into that stupid thing and freeze and your awkward posture, you just walk right through. So it's a big advancement there, and millimeter wave technology is used in these scanners, and it penetrates clothing while an avatar pinpoints potentially dangerous objects in real time. If an alarm is triggered, the security personnel can just focus on the specific area instead of having to completely rescan the passenger. So I think this will be a great improvement. Can't wait till it comes to the US. And the company I'm keeping an eye on is Pseudolithic IC, who recently announced a successful raise funding of $6 million. And the investment will enable the company to accelerate the development and commercialization of hybrid semiconductor products, which integrate compound semiconductor chiplets into silicon wafers. And they're aiming to transform both the technical performance and the economics of RF and millimeter wave communication industry. The pseudolithic chip offers a high performance of a MMIC, but a fraction of the costs. And the company uses a proprietary process that is high performance compound semiconductor chiplets that are integrated with low cost 300 millimeter silicon wafers, offering superior blend of performance, power efficiency, and scalable for RF applications. Eric, what did you see in the news?
Well, in keeping with the theme, I saw that ThinkCom Solutions and Boeing successfully demonstrated the integration of a ThinkCom antenna with modem hardware to deliver 250 megabits per second downlink and 110 megabits per second uplink with a Viasat steerable beam Ka-band satellite. And the immediate need is in a military application, but the goal is to make these products and capabilities available for commercial and protected satellite applications. And also supporting the Skylight research article I mentioned, Dell'Oro Group released a forecast report on mobile backhaul transport equipment for 5G networks. Their findings echo the consensus that the 5G market declined in 2024. And interestingly, they believe that the 5G build cycle will be more gradual but longer than 4G. And they expect the market share of wireless backhaul will increase, driven by the need to get backhaul to areas where fiber or copper backhaul isn't convenient. They also envision rising backhaul capacity demand will drive growth in E-band and V-band shipments, with that segment showing a 5-year compound annual growth rate of 13%.
And so turning to events, I recently returned from DesignCon in Santa Clara, which is the high-speed design event. And I'll be off to Mobile World Congress Barcelona in a few weeks. If you're interested in meeting me there, let me know. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's the latest in 5G advanced and 6G technology, along with a lot of the IoT-related wireless applications. Eric, how about you for events?
Well, for the first half of 2025, we're organizing 3 online panel sessions, and they're all great topics. March 28th is AI and RF. May 8th is metamaterials. And June 5th is satellite and space. So please contact us if you're interested in a sponsor panel position. And that wraps up this episode. Our sponsors are RFMW and Analog Devices. RFMW is a technical distributor of RF and microwave products and now power management products. When you start your next design, consider the multiple product lines. Analog Devices is a leader in the design, manufacture, and marketing of a broad portfolio of high-performance analog, mixed signal, and digital signal processing integrated circuits used in virtually all types of electronics equipment. Remember, as a member of the industry, subscription to Microwave Journal is free, so please visit our site and subscribe today if you aren't already a reader. Also, please like us on YouTube and hit subscribe. Thanks for watching this episode, and please join us next time for another Frequency Matters.